Hello and welcome to another DJI Neo Drone video. Hope you're all well. Now today's video takes you to North Yorkshire, a place called Osmotherley, and the place that you can see on the video is a place called Cod Beck, which is not far from Osmotherley's little village. Now if you've never been to Osmotherley, it's a very small town. It's got like one shop, one fish and chips and three pubs, but it is a beautiful, historic and tranquil little village in North Yorkshire. Now, I did take my drone with me. I did go for a bit of a walk. The video is on my channel, or will be on my channel, depending on when this is aired. But my friend and I, John, decided to go for a bit of a wander and explore Osmotherley, but also Cod Beck, and show you what that's like. Now, it is a nice little circular route around Cod Beck Reservoir. So we did a walk around there, and it was pouring with rain. And I thought, I'm not going to get a chance to do any drone footage because obviously you can't fly the Neo in the rain because obviously it gets into the gimbal area and yep, ruins it. So we went on a walk, we did the filming, and as we sat by the reservoir, the rain seemed to stop for a moment. So I thought this is the best time to get the drone out and fly it. Now, because it's in North Yorkshire, I wasn't too sure whether the signal-wise there's no signal there, or it's difficult to sort of get onto these satellites in order to fly a drone. Because what I did is I flew the drone up and I got it to maybe 20 feet in the air, and I left it there for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and it still seemed to be on 3, 4, 5 sort of marker on the satellites. It didn't go above 6. It was still in the red, so I was waiting for a while. I tried taking it further out over the reservoir, which obviously makes me a bit nervous over water, but I took it over there and took it up a little bit higher in the hopes that the open space would help get the signal to get more satellites. And I was waiting there for a good 45 seconds to a minute for the DJI, I can't even speak, the DJI Neo drone to kind of pick up those satellites, to get it to around about 20, 22 when it goes white, and then obviously then I'm a bit more confident in taking it over water and getting up high over a place that I'm not sure about. Anyway, so I took it up to about 20, 25 feet into the sky over the reservoir, just to kind of get an idea of what I needed to change the ISO and the shutter speed to, and obviously change all of those particular settings to get the best picture I could for the footage. Now, as you can see there, this is Cod Beck Reservoir. It's a huge body of water just outside of Osmotherley, as I said a moment ago. And I wanted to try and just get an idea of the place for when I was going to do the walk video, just so you could see the vastness of it, and maybe just do a few little sort of different directional sort of flights going all around, so you could see exactly what it was like there and get a better idea of the circular route when it comes to the walk. Now with this, it did make me a little bit nervous. Now, I don't know if this has happened to you or if it's just something to do with my drone, the Neo. I got the drone up so far. There wasn't really a wind. It was very minimal. It wasn't too strong, not strong enough to sort of not fly, but there was a bit of a breeze there. I took it up and it seemed to sort of move a little bit, and I thought, well, that's fine. It's just kind of fine. It's level. It's kind of stabilizing against that breeze. But then it started to move. Now, I don't know whether it moves by itself to get a better signal because of the fact that it's moving around, it's trying to get more satellites to figure out where it is, or if it's some issue with the drone itself. Let us know in the comments if that happens to you. It might just be its wave moving around to get more satellites. If that's the case, then that's fine, but it just seemed to move nearer the trees, which kind of made me a bit nervous. Anyway, so the next shot that you'll see now is a long shot. Now, I did have a fresh battery in, and I had been using it for maybe a couple of minutes before I did this long shot. Now, as you can see now, I started to take the Neo down the reservoir, and in the distance there's the dam, there's sort of a wall there, it's a walkway, and to the right of that I think it's a water treatment place, which I think closed down in 2006, but that's obviously there on the right. So what I wanted to try and do is just get a nice long shot all the way down the actual reservoir itself, just keep a straight line. It was on cruise control, so I didn't need to worry too much about speed. It was already on its trajectory going forward. I'd angle the gimbal down to try to take some of that sky out and just keep in the sort of the trees that were going by, the reservoir rippling along, and obviously seeing where its end destination was going to be. Now, as I was going along here, I was trying to get a nice little fluid shot of the reservoir, trying to get that end shot. And as I was getting towards the end there, I wanted to try and slowly bring it back up. And as I was bringing it back up, I wanted to try and angle the gimbal down so it had that sort of shot where it was going along, and then sort of went up and sort of over. So then you can see not only the reservoir, but you could see sort of the forest and tree area, woodland area in the distance, and just get that shot. And that was just going to then fade to black when I turned it around. Anyway, I was going up, just about taking it over, trying to get the gimbal where it needed to be and fly it over. Then obviously it started going return to home, which I cancelled. I had about 27% left on it, something like that. So I thought, well, it's not that far away from me, I can bring it back on like sports mode. Anyway, stop recording, turn it around, I can see the little H symbol on the screen, I know where I'm going. So unfortunately I didn't film this because it was just returning home. I wanted to try and keep the battery and not do anything. I wanted to get my intentions were to bring it back rather than it landing in the water. Because the thing is, as soon as it gets to a certain percentage, it then decides to land, like a forced landing. It's in the middle of a reservoir, it's just going to end up drowning, sinking in the water. So that was my panic, the whole anxiety over water thing. So I stopped recording, brought it around, flipped it into sports mode, started to bring it all the way back to where I was. The breeze started to pick up. So obviously this is the reservoir. I'm over here. I'm trying to bring it back. The wind is going in this direction, so the drone is slowly forward but going to the right. I'm trying to angle it back around and bring it over. It's telling me on the screen, you need to land this. It's running out of power. It was about 15% at this point. I thought surely it's going to be fine. It's going to get back to where I am. So I'm full forward, bringing it back. I'm not bringing it down or anything like that. My intention is just to get it overhead and then it'll land nearish of where I am on land. So yeah, I'm bringing it and I'm trying to do it. Obviously my friend John is with me. He's just laughing, going, where's it going? I'm over here. It's sort of going towards me, but it's kind of banking round, getting even further. It's sort of going more towards the big trees and over near the rest of the reservoir rather than going over where I am. Luckily I turn it around and I just keep going. It's beeping. It's all of these sort of warnings are coming up. I'm going, oh please bring it back. Luckily it ends up coming back. It gets over land and I get it to sort of get it over so it's sort of more or less overhead. And then I start to bring the descent back down. By this time it was probably on about 5%, something like that. And luckily I brought it back and landed it in my palm and managed to sort of retrieve it. But if the wind had been stronger, if for some reason the percentage would have been less, the chances are it would have force landed in the water, because I couldn't really do it on the other side of the river. Obviously I was on this side. The other side there was just loads and loads of trees, so it was a case of trying to bring it down but then maneuver it into the trees, or like try and bring it sort of down and then in where the trunks are, sort of thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was one of those moments where you realise that you're a beginner. You realise that a professional would have been calm-minded. You're right, okay, it's coming back, just forward, keep going forward, don't bring it down, don't use any more battery than it's needed, just one direction, get it to where you need to be and drop it down. So I was trying to keep calm, I was trying to do all that, but in the back of your mind, I'm going to lose my drone, it's going to end up in the reservoir, it's going to end up in a tree. So you've got all of these little sort of beginner anxieties. But yeah, I managed to get it back. So yeah, I was thankful for that. But these things happen. As a beginner, these things happen. I'm sure as a professional, the chances are there's professionals out there that have lost their drones in water and trees. I've seen Drone Wilder lose his in water, but obviously he's flew it over water. So I think he flew over water under a little sort of bridge area, and I think it hit the bridge and ended up in the water. But yeah, I'm sure there's people out there that have done the same mistakes, and I'm sure in the future I'll make the same mistakes as well. But so far I've only crashed it once, where it's ended up in a tree and it's been damaged where I've had to get a brand new one. It's been in a tree a couple of times where I've managed to retrieve it, and luckily I've managed to bring it back from a return to home without losing it. Anyway, if you've had any issues with your drone, if you've flown it in a tree or you've flown it in water or have had any sort of mishaps, let us know in the comments so other beginners can see that it's not just me and it's not just them. Everybody that's flown a drone has these sort of mistakes or these issues. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and hit that like button if you like this video. Let us know in the comments how you've got on with your drone. If you've had any issues, let us know if you've had some amazing shots. We've done a similar thing where you've just taken it over a body of water and you've filmed amazing. If you've got it on your YouTube, stick the video down below or your channel URL below so I can have a watch of your channel and subscribe. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe yourself. Hit that subscribe button and help me get these videos out to more people and do more videos such as I've done. Anyway, take care of yourself and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.